guys, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Josh, 17.
The Lance going to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Down.
On play action, Lance. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Run, 10. Watch out now, 50, series. Ready?
Lance now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Giants with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Sanders is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Ready up! 19 Lions! 60
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his target, Ebron. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger. 34 yards. And the Giants are able to claw one back. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing,
he's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A give running left. It's Sanders. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is...
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Lance now on first down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lance looking to throw it. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Lance. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gano the extra point, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Okay. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And Lance now to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Working from the gun, Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. Lance. Throw left side, complete. That's Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a play fake. Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And Lance's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Giants 21.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5.
38.
First down.
The Lance going to throw.
Steps away to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
To throw, it's Lance.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Trey Lance. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Pass incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Tony. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year.